enjoy yourself. You're about to get a message from yours truly. Sit back and enjoy yourself. You're about to hear a message from yours truly. Pure Bama Freeman lifestyle. Ooh, hey. You're about to go from city to city. Yeah, yeah. Traveling across this land in the pure Bama Freeman lifestyle. Ooh.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? It's your boy Bama, man. Your boy Bama, the traveler, as some of you know me as. And some of you know me in my earlier content as Pure Bama. All in all, brother, it's all Bama, bro. And I definitely appreciate those that are in this thing for coming through, supporting the channel, and to help it to grow. Most certainly, I thank you guys for all that you do for this channel. I know, we are a small channel, and you may seem to think you're insignificant, but the little things that you guys do provide inspiration to me to allow me to be on such a platform to express a point of view. Whatever the case may be, just know that the nature of this channel is to uplift men that are falling by the wayside. That was the motive by which I created this channel, because at the point in time, I was down by the wayside. So even by expressing what your desires are as it relates to trying to help build men, just know there are risk factors, and that's something I want to sort of go over today. But before we get into that, man, I want to acknowledge a couple pioneers to the channel. I know that we haven't been knowing each other for a long period of time, but I want to give a shout out to MJ Hines. I definitely want to give a shout out to First Class Kings. Thank both of you guys for being here, bro. MJ Hines says lifestyle. That's right. I be singing that song. Yeah, that's a lifestyle, man. You know, it goes beyond being a content creator, bro. We are out here in the highways and byways, and you know, that's just what it is. It's a lifestyle. So salute to you, my brother, for being in here, man. Salute, First Class. Thank you, brother, for coming through as well. Yeah, man, you know, I had the awesome opportunity to meet some wholesome guys from the channel, and I couldn't ask for more, man, to be honest with you. But I want to just briefly talk about the risk factors of being a content creator. And I guess the nature of it is based off of the recent Charlie Kirk assassination, political assassination. And as I reflect on that whole situation, it made me reflect as a small content creator. I wouldn't say that I'm any of any significance, but at some point you're going to get recognized by people. Whether you have a big crowd or have a small crowd, you know, there are going to be people that notice who you are. At that point, you don't know the mindset once you come across those people. So there has to be, from the content creator standpoint, a bit of an edge. It has to be a bit of awareness. It has to be a bit of concern for your safety. I'm not saying that you walking around as a schizophrenic or nervous or scared, but you definitely want to be aware of your surroundings. I personally live by that. I'm constantly watching my surroundings. I'm constantly looking at people's body language. I'm constantly looking at people in their eyes. I'm getting a good pulse um, of what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? So you got to really just pay attention. And again, some people can come off like they're your friends or they are supporters. However, there's still a bit of risk that you take by being out in the public, especially when you sacrifice your safety just to pretty much promote a message per se. You know what I mean? So there are risk factors, and there's something that most of us as content creators got to keep in mind that we are taking a bit of risk of our I guess our identity. That's the first and foremost. You have doxing culture. You have people that just essentially are bored. Fame always has a price to pay. Yeah, I mean, people paying prices all day, man. Um, some large and some small, but that it just, yo, you just gotta be aware of your surroundings. And even listen, guys, even if you're not a content creator, you have to have some self-awareness that we live in a dangerous, crazy world. And listen, you don't have to necessarily be in the most dangerous city in the world just to prove that you need to be self-aware. You know what I mean? This man got deleted in Utah. Now, I'm not saying Utah is a soft place and all of that, but man, who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. Yeah, it is, man. And the thing is, you know, you have to know that and not always give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? It just don't. That's ideal. You know what I mean? That's a great theory to sort of be delusional, right? But that is not the reality. And everybody you come across are not good people, man. So you definitely right about that. Gotta have situational awareness. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta definitely have situational awareness. You know what I mean? If it, like my instructor used to always tell me, if you don't never listen to the voice that tell you that something is not right, if you don't take that into consideration, then you may just be a sitting duck. You know, always listen to your tuition. Women oftentimes in America think that they're the only ones that have tuition. Well, you as a man also have that same ability, and we often say it all the time. We'll say things to ourselves like, "Man, something ain't right," or "Something don't feel right." Um, it's not about being brave. It's not all about being a G or being tough. You need to listen to that voice within and seek safety at that point. It's not about you running or nothing like that. It's just you just don't have time to be gambling on whether or not if it's dangerous or not. Just get the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of widows out here, yep. And that's by and large because of the country we living in. It's so many factors that created the weirdos. It's so many different things that we are listening to on YouTube, and not just the people that are decent or the people that have sanity, right? We're talking about people that are widows by nature. And what a weirdo's mindset would do is allow him or her to constantly look at videos or propaganda on the internet to cultivate the weirdness in them, right? And this is the gamble that we take, and so it kind of gives me pause, to be honest with you, man. I'm sort of, yeah, I see why some of y'all that I've talked to personally say, hey, I don't even really want to be out front like that. I see now why. Salute to you, XL Pro. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate you for coming through, big dog. Appreciate you, man. I totally understand, man. I think that as weird as it sounds, and I'm going to say this, I'm sort of happy that I'm not some big YouTube superstar. Let me say that again, man. I'm sort of happy, man, even though I want to get a certain message out and all of that. But I'm really happy that just reflecting, man, as I was riding, I'm kind of happy that I'm not as big as I would desire to be or I would want the channel to grow to be, because there are consequences that follow that, And when I really look back and think about it, is it really worth it? You really, I mean, think about it. You really can't even enjoy your success. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Hey, you said some shit right there, boy. A blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah. I mean, just being under the radar. It's just. Now thinking about it, is it really worth it? I think at this point, the few friends that I've come across, I had an opportunity to meet, had an opportunity to kick it with. To be honest with you, man, I wouldn't even give a fuck if I don't meet nobody else, bro. To be honest with you, I'm content with the few of you niggas I done already done met. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with that shit. Um, yeah, oh my gosh. Listen, I watched this video of that Charlie Kirk situation. You got his security guards, you know what I mean, giving out hand gestures. You had people that was close to the situation, bruh, giving out, looking like baseball signs. And the next thing you know, this man slumped over in the chair, man. That's why I say everybody is for sale. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is for sale, man. It don't matter if you're black or white. Everybody is for sale, bro. There's a price for everybody. Of course, we got people that say, "Oh, not me. I ain't no sellout." That's the very one you gotta watch. You know? Jeez, bro. No, man. I might well just, man, let me take this shit off, bro. Fuck all that shit. I'm gonna take that shit out, nigga. No, you ain't gotta subscribe over here, nigga. We could just be a small ass boys club. Fuck you talking about. Shit. Yeah, dude, I want to get, hey, and when you really, realistically, how many of y'all really want to get taken out like that? Ain't nobody trying to get taken out like that, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? It's all about being smart. MJ says the green light hit him in broad daylight. It just broad daylight, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, you gotta think about it. Yeah, you got the good old boys. It's the good old boys. Yeah, well, you got all of that shit. You got the Dukes of Hazzards out there. But one thing is for certain: the people that is opposite of the good old boys, they'll knock you out just as quick as the good old boys. And we seen that with the Charlie Kirk shit. So it's gonna get ugly out here, dog. I don't want to be famous. I just want their money. Yeah, I mean, I mean, we got ways that we getting it, you know what I mean? But God, dog, for YouTube. I mean, just take for example the guys that we've been discussing, in this short period of time, right? Every last one of them guys are basically sitting ducks, bro. Think about it. These guys ain't got no money for real to pay for the type of security in the likings of a person like Charlie Kirk. Like this man was worth millions of dollars. But if he couldn't get the right security, what the hell make you think these little low budget ass YouTubers is gonna have money for security to watch their back like that for real? Because there was obviously somebody out there that had a bigger purse than what he had to get him knocked off. I'm telling you, bro. Shit ain't no game out here, doc. I like being in the background too. Yeah, I'm sort of considering it, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta move with a bit of caution. You gotta move um being unassuming, you know, blending in, if you will. God, bro. Yeah, man. Let's just keep this shit the way it is. Hey, let me just keep the little 60 damn subscribers. Fuck all this shit. Oh shit, man. Yeah, we might well get to singing Kumbaya on this motherfucking breath of content. Fuck you talking about? Boys club like a motherfucker. Yeah, man. That's it, man. Do I diddy dum diddy do? Hey there, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, fuck all that, man. Shit. Okay. Abbott, I ain't trying to get my watermelon burly. Small circle for the win, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, the few of you guys, y'all already know who he is, man. We ain't got to rehearse it, but yeah, man, just move on that right there and just call it a day, man. I mean, when you really look at it in the grand scheme of things, that's what most everybody else is doing. Everybody is clicking up and doing their own thing, you know. They're not trying to get millions and millions and millions of people to become this great American movement. Man, that's when you become a damn target and a threat. The least listen, the least ineffective person is safe, bro. All right. I'd rather be ineffective than effective and then fuck around and find out, man. You know? Shit. No malarkey over here. Yeah, it's got to be a vetting process over here, bro. You know what I mean? You got people out here with the intentions, bro. They got some intentions. And the thing is, though, here's the dangerous part of it. I'm speaking in terms of a bigger picture, but of course it's geared toward content creators. Every individual got to go to sleep, okay? Everybody has to rest their eyes. You know, you can't stay up 24 hours every day, okay? The problem is this. When you need to get the rest, those that are against you are not resting. And the time that you're resting is the time that they're putting plans and implementing those plans to erase your ass. Then when you pop back up on the rise and shine, you may see the blinky. You know what I'm saying? You just may see the blinky at that point. Not knowing when it's coming, but it's going to blink at you, wink at you. You know? So, is it worth it? I don't know. I don't think so. unless, you know, you move overseas full time, because I don't know. You know what I mean? You just don't know, bro. Charlie's assassin probably was stalking him for months, if not years. Sitting back in the cut, patiently waiting. You know, again, any of us, all of us, we're human. We all got to go to sleep and get some rest. while that person is that's being preyed upon, right? I'm not talking about Pray, I'm talking about Prey, right? When he's getting preyed upon, the predator is very patient. Okay? They very patient. They got time. And the thing is, the prey is always on the time of the predator. The predator is what dictating the time of the prey. And the prey just don't know when is its time. Again, a lot of us say it all the time. No man knoweth the hour nor the day. It's true. Because you don't know how you're being set up to be erased. It don't really matter how good you are. It don't really matter what type of deeds you have put on in this earth. Everybody has an expiration date. And some will come from natural causes. And then some will come from adverse causes. And that's the reality of life. So yeah, man, you know, you got people, man, that's hunting you down, man. You know, especially if they don't like you. And that's the whole big, especially, listen, even in the space that we in, guys, we got to start now thinking in terms of what would be the most common sense thing to do. And I don't know, man. Just be careful. That's all I can say, bro. But anyway, man, make sure y'all hit the like, man. Get this message out to these content creators. Hey, if you want to be out there you out here crashing out for the clicks and the views. You're doing all kind of nefarious things just to be noticed and to go viral. Man, just be careful, man. You're not going to escape every situation. You know, the very thing that makes you viral could be the very thing that gets you erased. You know what I mean? And if you're that desperate to get some fame and fortune, you need to also keep into consideration the price that could possibly be paid. You know what I'm saying? And some people, man, don't care. Like this fella that MJ just talked about right here. You know what I mean? People watching. You know, and I look at it like who was I watching? I want to say it was Keys in the Streets. Well, one of those content creators, or either Razor Rays. And I'm sitting there listening to them conjure up a scenario when Jay Rello goes to Thailand. And I'm sitting there like, either Jay Rello is aware that they're plotting on him to get him in jail or put in jail in Thailand, or they're going to have somebody to do something to him in Thailand. However, the whole situation is that they don't want him coming to a party. And Jay Rello's mindset is, I'm going to the party anyway. Well, I think that's a dumbass approach. You don't know what's going on there. You don't know who know what and who got what. And you're going to infringe on somebody else's party, man, when you wasn't invited. And then you got people in the YouTube streets stirring it up in hopes to see you get deleted. Not only that, man, they fundraised to get you deleted, bruh. Potentially, right? Because let's face it, guys, it's not just what Bama's saying, it's just a reality. When you're treading on narrow corners, you subject to fail, man. And that's what we see from the crash out dummy. You know? So I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's fake. I don't know if it's just because they trying to create just content. Who knows? But however it is, it sends a bad message. And some people out in these streets may not like it. Even if you're acting, even if you're, from Hollywood and y'all doing some Hollywood shit here on these content, all this content creation shit. The mere fact that you got weirdos still see your ass as a target and they don't like what the hell you standing on. You know what I mean? You want to be out here crashing out, acting a damn fool, and somebody say, you know what, we're just getting tired of this. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you got erased. You just ain't got erased. So hey man, sheesh. Man, that was effed up. I was looking at some chick's page on Twitter and I swiped the wrong way unexpectedly and saw a dude get shot in the neck and blood pouring out of it. Fuck the whole day. Yeah, that's Charlie Kirk. That's what we was talking about. That's why we got him. And he's a big time YouTuber, or content creator, that became well known in the MAGA movement. You know what I mean? Motherfucker probably was hunting him down for years, plotted on him for years as an opportunist, and saw the opportunity and deleted him. But shout out to you, Mr. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Shout out to you also, Cortez. Salute to you as well, my brother. Appreciate y'all, man. Fundraiser by the subs to get deleted is nasty work. Yeah, man. The very people that's giving you the bread, cheering you on, talking about you the #1 traveling YouTuber, pumping your head up, saying that you that one, you Himothy, you're Hempster, you got all these little names to call yourself that ninja, right? You don't even realize that these people setting you up, dude. As soon as you show up in Thailand, they may have your ass set up to be locked up in Thailand, bruh. You want to be well known? Guess what? You're going to take your ass out there in the Thailand streets and people are going to remember you yelling, cussing, talking all out the side of your neck over there on Soy 6. And then they're going to look at them damn YouTube videos and say, aha, that's him. There you go. We got to get him. And if you go to jail in Thailand, you can forget about it, buddy. Hey, from the sound of it, they say Thailand is worse than El Salvador. And they say El Salvador got the hardest prison in the world. But they say Thailand is worse. So don't get jammed up in Thailand, bro. Please don't get jammed up, man. I don't know anything about that dude. And I was not expecting to see that when I was woke up today. Yeah, that was something that I highlighted and talked about yesterday. And for these, and I can't talk about white people. I'm talking about my people. You know what I mean? I'm not here to talk for the world, but I am a reflection of the community. For black people to celebrate that shit, and for black people to think that it's a win for them and all that shit, all thing I'm gonna say is this: be prepared if you think you really about that life. All right. Be prepared to deal with the good old boys. I don't think black people are ready for that smoke, bro. But black people are not ready for that. As much as you want to celebrate Charlie Kirk being deleted on open air like that, just know that you're not prepared as a homesteader, as a doomsday prepper. You're not known for that shit. Okay? So be careful of what you ask for. Check. Zoom to deletion in Thailand. Hey, you got that right, bro. I'm telling you, man. Dude better just go on back to Gary, Indiana, man. Go back to Gary, Indiana. Reset. Go get some damn therapy too. You know what I'm saying? Like, go get some damn therapy, man, because you really screwed up, bro. Like, your mindset is gone, bruh. As for K Jello, I said that a month ago. They trying to see him act up with the wrong person and he get deleted. I'm amazed he survived Colombia. Well, it seems like he survived in Kenya. I'm not sure if he left yet. Cortez, can somebody tell me whether or not he's left yet? The last I heard, he was still in Kenya preparing to go to Thailand. And I'm like, that's a huge mistake. That's a huge, huge, huge mistake. Hourly celebrating makes Americans look bad. Yeah, man, like people celebrating this man getting deleted. I think you've lost your humanity if you're celebrating a man getting shot. And look, you could be uh, an opposer of his worldview, but do it warrants that man being deleted in front of his wife and kids? Like he had his actual wife and kids sitting there watching him get deleted, bruh. Now, my question to you guys is this. Let me make y'all reflect back on the time when Malcolm X was deleted in front of his wife and kids. And it was black on black. Now, some of y'all want to say, oh, it was white on white. Okay, now we see the similarities here, right? So, what was the backlash when Malcolm X was deleted? How was the community accepting that? What was the temperature of the country? Right? Was it any different from when Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying, was assassinated? Both was assassinated, right? What I'm saying is when you have a public figure to these guys' degree, there's going to be something that the public is going to have to endure, man. And in this case, like that Bubba Dub guy that talked all that shit, talking about black people need to stay out of white people's business and all this other bullshit. Well, guess what? They gave his ass a few text messages and a few phone calls, and his ass shut that shit down. You know what I mean? Yeah. Talking about he getting threats and all that. Listen, Bubba Dub, guys like you, y'all not ready for them good old boys, man. These boys is in Texas, man, with choppers that will go through your crib, man, and split your melon. Just continue to be a comedian, but some shit you just don't need to be, you know what I mean, making jokes about, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Black people ain't ready for ish hitting the fan an apocalypse style. You know, no, they not ready for that, bro. Like doomsday preppers and homesteaders and people like that, man, please, man. Them people been doing this shit for 30 and 40 years, man. Their parents passed that wisdom and knowledge down to them. You know? And here you is got folks being career EBTers out here talking about they gonna turn up or they celebrating Charlie Kirk being deleted. Man, listen, y'all people are not ready for that, man. Better sit your happy ass down somewhere. I wouldn't even suggest Relo getting a CDL. I fear for everyday fear for safety of the public. I mean, I wouldn't even disagree at all. At least he need to go be a welder or something, bro. He need to do something. He don't need to be out there trying to be no content creator. Because I'm gonna tell you something, bro. He may not make it, man. You don't know if he left. Okay. I don't even know, bro. Austin just did another drunk stream about beefing. I gotta download it before he deletes it. Oh my gosh, bro. Hey, listen, is these guys trying to be martyrs, man? Are they trying to go down in history as some significant world leader or something? Well, I mean, let's just be honest, man. What is, and I'm talking, let me get to the passport bro stuff, and we still on this content creator shit. What real significance is the Austin Holloman? I'm talking about you gatekeepers to this passport bro shit, this travel space, big time YouTubers. What real significance is a Austin Holloman, BMT, okay? Um, and I wouldn't even say Zoom Thailand because he ain't on that type of time. I'm talking about all these guys, Kid Greatness, Jay Rello. What is significant about these guys? You seeing three porch monkeys beefing on the internet for what reason and to whose benefit? See, all y'all doing is setting yourselves up, man, to be a target. Some people, hey, ain't gonna like what you talking about, homeboy. These same degenerates celebrated Kevin Samuels, Kobe Bryant, and now this shit. Yeah, bro. Like that's sickening. But the difference between Kevin Samuels and Kobe Bryant to Charlie Kirk is that Charlie Kirk no life. He was not really. All right. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, it was some bad news, man. They cut me off for a little bit. Give me a one in the chat if I'm on. If I'm on, let me know. Let me know. The good old boys got night vision and thermals and some real goon type ish, bruh. Man, it's just like them niggas. It's just like them niggas up there in Chicago talking about they want to go against the military. Man, you not ready for that, man. Sit your happy ass down somewhere, bruh. Thank you guys for letting me know I'm clear, bruh. They don't quite understand, MJ. They don't get it. They don't get it. I immediately thought about Malcolm and Martin when I saw that. Uh, Marin got shot in the neck the same way, and Martin, okay. And Malcolm got deleted in front of his wife and kids. This dude got both simultaneously. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to the community, man. Some of y'all gotta start using y'all head, bro, not y'all ass, bro. I watched on Facebook earlier today people celebrating that man's demise or his assassination as if they won a big prize or something. And I'm like, do y'all not understand that that man probably, and I'm not saying he put it together or he's the leader of a militia. What I'm saying is you got extremists in anything you do, bro. And some people take that shit to heart, bro. So, yo, bro, you just gotta be careful, man. Thank you for letting me know I was breaking up. Yeah, they had me breaking up. I'm out here in Texas, man. Out here in Texas. bro, ninjas are still hitting still hitting innocent bystanders every day, and they ain't ready even for each other. No, it's just like this dude's talking about they got switches. We got switches, gang. Trump, my nigga, don't be coming out here and all this other shit, bro. Man, them dudes, hey man, I don't, yo, oh my God. Do they not realize, man, they're talking? Obviously, they don't know. Maybe they own so much fentanyl, they don't get it, bro. Don't y'all not realize that the military, bro, is the number one force in the world, man? I don't care about no Russia, China, none of them people have what America got, bro. And I'm talking about technology-wise. They may have more bodies, but we talking about the intelligent part of it, bro. Them dudes talking about switches and they got Dracos, bro. Those are slingshots to the military, bro. Don't you not realize them dudes got 50 cals on top of Jeeps, man? And all they gotta do is just come. Oh man, they don't. Yo, man, stop it, bro. Y'all done went too far, bro. In Birmingham, several innocent bystanders were hit by strays, and just this month, ninjas can't even aim, and they talking about going against the military. And this is the thing, bro. If Trump send the military into Chicago, as bad as Chicago think they is, now let me say this before I say my point. Chicago is dangerous only to fellow Chicagoans. LA people are only tough and bad to fellow Los Angeles people. People that's in Birmingham are only dangerous to people that in Birmingham. The people of Memphis is only dangerous to the people in Memphis. Atlanta is only dangerous to the people in Atlanta. New York is only dangerous to the people in New York. Detroit, all of you are only dangerous to the people of your city, or even any outsider that comes to your city. You may be tough and bad to them people. But when we talk about the military, bro, that's on a whole new stratosphere. And that's the work that you really don't want. You claim you want it, but I can assure you, to my point, that if they come up in there, man, if they come up in there, they will have Chicago cleaned up in a matter of 48 hours. I can assure you that, bro. And when they go and clear a building, bro, they ain't gonna scatter like roaches when gunshots hit. They gonna go in with a plan, because let's face it, they already got the plan already mapped out. The military or the National Guards, they know Chicago better than the people from Chicago. They know all the low points, they know all the high points, they know how they gonna set it up. And once they go up in there, you can't stop them from even pulling up. You can't even stop them from pulling up, bro. You can't hold no line in Chicago. The fuck going on? How you gonna stop the line, bro? How you gonna even create a line to stop them from coming in Chicago? My nigga, you ain't gonna make it, bro. I mean, think about it. Listen, I don't give a fuck if you post. Okay, go on I-80 or 294, or go on Highway 88, go on 94, go on 90. These are all the highways in Chicago, and post the fuck up and stop them from going up into the actual city, and see how that shit work. You're not going to be able to stop the United States force, bruh. You can't hold no line, bruh. Because as soon as you post up on one of them federal highways, bruh, they're going to bulldoze your ass. Man, please, man. They do they not know the military is why they have switches? Yeah, bro. They don't even get it, bro. I heard one dude say switches ain't nothing but a waste of bullets. This is a military guy. A military guy said switches is just a waste of bullets. Just a waste. And not only that, to your point, Cortez, do they not realize that the guns that they got, the sights are off and they need to be realigned? They have defective guns. And that the military, and listen, and the military's guns, their sights are lined, bruh. Like, they shit is on point. They make sure they shit is on point, bruh. These dudes got these defective guns, bruh, with the sights completely off, bruh. Man, y'all better get with the program, man. You talking about some real ones, bro. I'm telling y'all. Didn't the Venezuelans take over Chicago and them ninjas didn't do nothing? That's the dagger of the day, bro. That's the dagger. Did not the Venezuelans go up in Chicago? I'm talking about you niggas from the south side. Hey, first class. I seen it for myself on the west side of Chicago and even some parts of the south side. You got these people riding around. You know how some people ride around with the flags of their favorite team on their car and shit? Bruh. These people riding around with Venezuelan flags in the shot, bruh. They got Venezuelan flags on the west side of Chicago, primarily, riding around with no problem. And this was just 2 years ago when I seen that shit. When they let all them people up in there, bruh. And niggas want to get hard and talk tough against goddamn Donald Trump and the military. Nigga, you got the first problem on the ground right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a whole issue, and them boys from Venezuela is ready to give you an issue. And you ain't did a damn thing, bro. Where is the Chirac with that part? Where is Chirac on that? You niggas out here hugging up with the Venezuelans in these protests, talking about we don't want the military in there. No, nigga, you got the problem. The Venezuelans is on your shit. They done created a space for themselves, and it's gonna take the military to pull them out. You got niggas over there in Chicago right now begging for Trump to come up in there and shut this shit down, bro. So don't talk this hard shit against somebody that look black. Oh, you tough as hell then. But then when the goddamn real goons come out, aka the Venezuelans, you running. Sites, niggas don't know how to even spell sites. Bro, them damn sights are off, bro. Them damn guns they got, them damn sights are so off, bro. They, oh man, talking about they ready for war. Talking about some war. Good God, y'all, bro. You ain't finna do a damn thing, man. YN's red dots not even sighted, sighted in, bro. That shit off, bro. They don't realize when they broke into them trains. You know what I mean? They got all them damn weapons and shit. All them damn guns were defective, bro. On purpose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. God damn, dog. YNs don't even have their sights zeroed in. No, it's not a line, bro. It's like it's off. They thinking, oh shit, I got a Draco. And like my man was saying, he said, man, y'all just happy with the fact that the damn gun can shoot out many bullets, bro. You talking about switches, and you just happy like, man, you see how hard this gun is? Damn, that mug can shoot out a drum within 30 seconds. That ain't shit. Okay, when you run out of rounds, Who you gonna go buy your rounds from? You gonna go to the damn local pawn shop and buy some rounds, bruh? You don't even realize that the military got a train that's gonna be coming near Chicago, probably somewhere in Michigan City, Indiana. They're gonna have goddamn somebody transporting, even if it was get bad like that. I'm just showing you that y'all gonna get boxed in, bro. Like you can't hold no line, bro. They're gonna have goddamn a train come through goddamn up there by damn uh let me see, maybe South Bend somewhere. You know what I mean? They'll block the highways off and make sure that, they can get their weaponries in there. You know what I mean? With them little 100,000 you say is up in there, that's bad people and all that old shit. Bruh, they'll box your ass in. You will not leave Chicago. Matter of fact, you won't even leave the South Side. And they'll stop all commerce from coming through the South Side and starve y'all out. How you gonna get up out of there, bruh? Check. Lay your ass down, man. Lay down, bro. It's a wrap. You ain't that tough, man. The red dots on ninjas' guns are pointed diagonally. Oh man, bro, we don't quite get it, man. We think we got some. You buy it off the streets and don't even realize your shit ain't even aligned, bro. It ain't like it ain't been zeroed in. Ain't nobody adjusted your sights, bro. Don't you realize that your shit got to get adjusted? Man, y'all gotta quit with the antics, bro. God dang, man. What happened to all that Chirac talk they was doing? It ain't, bro. It was just for clicks and views, man. Black people, stop pretending to be tough, man. Lay your ass down, bro, and obey the laws. Try to be a decent citizen. Take your ass to work. Get you some money and make some out of yourself. All this pretending to be tough, let that shit go, man. That shit over with. That shit over with, man. Yeah, this is it's easy to say at this point, man. Imagine somebody trying to beef with you with a hand-me-down weapons that you gave them, and they sit up there laughing like, I know they had to be, man. I know them people were laughing at that big old marshmallow head ass nigga with that beard talking about some, don't come up in here, Trump. We a different breed, bruh. Listen, this is not to disrespect the National Guards or anything along those lines. You're not even gonna get past the National Guards, bro. I ain't even talked about them potentially bringing in boats to Lake Michigan and hitting your ass from over there on the south side. You ain't even thought about that, have you? You ain't even thought about the Air Force. You ain't even thought about the Green Berets or the Navy SEAL or any type of Pathfinders or Rangers. You ain't thought about that shit. Because you know why? It wouldn't even be necessary. They'll just handle your ass with the National Guards. They're going to just assist the police department. You see? You just not as tough as you think you is, bro. You have no strategy. I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. Them dudes got switches on Jeeps, bro. 50 cals. Don't y'all realize that if a 50 cal, if it just wheezes by your damn head, bro, it's gonna knock out a chunk of meat off your skull, bro. Let me repeat that again for you YNs. If a bullet misses you within a foot, don't you realize that 50 cal, the impact of that damn bullet can rip flesh off of your ass with just a missed shot? Don't y'all not understand that shit? If it goes by your head and if he missed a headshot, it's over with. Shit. What are we doing, bro? And trust me, them dudes ain't missing by no foot, bro. These are professionals. They train for fun and for their skill. Okay? Y'all are trying to save bullets, bro. They gotta. You want to talk about Lockheed Martin? You want to talk about? I mean, uh, um, damn, what's the name of the other one I'm invested in? Halliburton. All of these companies what make bullets, bro. They make the weapons. What, you gonna go borrow some bullets from the Venezuelans, bro? Y'all all finna get your asses. Oh man, this is nuts, bro. I can't believe we even having this conversation, man. They have different adjustments for sights of 25 yards, 50 yards, and 100 yards, and YNs don't know which zero they got. That's why they don't hit their target. And it just happened with having a switch, bro. We got switches. We got switches. We got switches. All right, bro. You got it. You got a Draco too, right? Oh, that's cute. Man, when you see them damn Jeeps rolling down that motherfucker with them big ass guns, you know what I mean, welded onto that damn Jeep, bro. You're gonna reconsider what you talking about, bro. Trust me. One tank will shut them all ninjas down. Man, listen, man. If they roll one tank down that thing, man. how they gonna deal with that, bro? Look, if y'all want to be this is my advice to any of these guys that is trying to be tough. Just go join the military. If you wanna delete people so bad, go join the military. It's simple. You get a chance to do all that you want. You know what I mean? You like guns? Go join the military. Period. America needs people like you anyway. Take their damn energy to somewhere else and not put it on the civilians. That's stupid. They can just use drones with switches. They can play with ninjas like they're playing Call of Duty. Yeah, they ain't even thought about the drones, bro. Like, it's just so much artillery, man. So many methods, so many ways. Them dudes, man, they don't realize. They just, that's why I'm not with none of that pro-black shit. You know what I mean? Because essentially, when you really look at it, you ain't finna whoop the military, man. And not only that, you're going to have black people that is not going to turn against the military. Okay? They going to knock your ass off just like the white soldiers, because they are essentially going to defend the United States, foreign and domestic. So nah, just get that shit up, man. It's a wrap. It's over. Be a citizen, man. YNs think 100 rounds is a lot. Oh man, Purpose got 1,000 of rounds in a deck. No way, bro. I went and delivered a container to a spot outside of the Everglades, I think a couple years back. A little bit outside of Tampa, I want to say. And man, if you pull up, you would think it's a junkyard. But let me tell you, I immediately identified what was going on that yard. And trust me, the people was living out there, dog. They was living in containers, but they had so many containers out there that those containers had other shit out there. They had other broken down vehicles. They had all kinds of just miscellaneous things. And I was like, I looked, I said, oh man. And I told the guy that I was delivering to, I said, I know what this is about. He said, yeah. He said, you just never know. And he left it at that. You see? Whereas y'all sitting over here trying to get Section 8 in the hood, talking about it's your block and you selling whatever you selling. and you turning your defective guns on civilians, right? And hurting the innocents, acting tough against the innocent. And these people are prepping in the background, waiting for any situation of an apocalypse or some type of doomsday to happen. And you think if you're going to go over to one of their places and steal their food, please. Man, them people got food for like 5 and 10 years. And you barely got a week's worth of groceries. Man, quit. What are we talking about here? According to the Black Sniper, the deadlines in his history, if a 50 cal hits you directly in the head, the whole top of your body explodes into red moss. He knows because he did it every day. So that means if the man, oh my God, bruh, that's maybe I was being generous. I said if he missed you by a foot, that he gonna rip flesh off of you. He said if he hits you with a headshot, your whole upper body comes off. God, dang. Red mist. Yeah, man. Them dudes got 50 cals mounted on every last one of them Jeeps, bro. And listen, and those are some real switches. Bro, you ain't never heard no sound like that. That little Draco, man, it's a slingshot. That man come through with that big ass 50 cal on that damn Jeep, man, you gonna go running off the first shot. Trust me. Oh, man. Please, bro. Y'all tripping, man. Military dudes gonna be somewhere in an office or something making bets on how many ninjas they can take out with a drone in 1 minute. What them niggas don't get is this, man. As soon as they walk outside, bro, they're gonna have about 5 or 6 snipers in different locations that they ain't gonna see. They never considered that somebody gonna be there, picking their ass apart, bro. All they need is about maybe 5 or 10 snipers, bro, and that'll cover the whole south side. Okay, that's a checkmate. Anytime if they get the high level of the layout, if they gain control of the high points of that layout, ain't nothing you could do about it, bro. Cause the groundwork, you ain't gonna have no choice. You gonna come out on the ground, you done. Like this shit is easy to the military. Like, bro, I ain't never been to the military. I don't know nothing about strategies or none of that. What I'm saying is this, bro. When they control the high points, which means setting up snipers on buildings. If you come out of that building, bro, you are finished, man. Don't even do nothing stupid. You're done. You ain't gonna tell me that some niggas in Chicago is gonna be able to control the high points on the south side. Shit. Whew. God almighty, bro. A 308 will make a nigga fold like a wet paper towel. Bruh. I don't think they get it, man. These are, and then they talking about switches on some handguns. Bro, don't you realize that the military dudes got them type of weapons on their thigh rig, bro, as an emergency weapon, bro? They got a couple of goddamn hand pistols on them with an assault rifle, a M16. You can't get access to them on the street. What are we talking about, bro? Jeez, man. Hiding behind 3 brick walls wouldn't even stop a 50 cal from hitting you. It goes through them like butter. YNs, I think you need to go see a psychiatrist, man. And hey, I'm not a diagnosee, but what I'm saying is, in this sense, go get some help, bro. Because if they can see you through your house, and I don't even know what the name of that technology they have, but they able to locate your ass in a house. They can locate where your weapons is, bro. And if they can do either one, in which they can, to proficiency, you're finished. All it takes, like my man said, they can hit your ass from up top with a quarter bullet, and you won't even know you hit until you start bleeding out. That's how smooth they is with that shit, bro. This is not the country to fuck with, man, when it comes down to people that know what they're doing with certain weapons, bro. This is just not that country. You know, now other countries may be dangerous. I'm not saying they not. I'm just saying that America has more weapons on its streets than any country in the world. By and large, because they make so many weapons to where they are the distributors of weapons around the world. Most people are getting their weapons from the United States, bro. Not all countries, but most of them. That's how many weapons they have. And America has enough weapons to supply its own citizens and some. So you talking about going against the establishment, man? Hell, America could go to war with China, Russia, and India all at the same time, and they still can't fuck with America. Y'all tripping. Talking about some South Side and West Side of Chicago. Man, them dudes go in there taking over countries, bro. And you talking about a South Side and West Side. Man, you don't sit your $5. A rifle is primary weapon. Pistols are secondary. Yep. That's like an emergency, bro. Like, they get in danger, they run out of ammo or some shit. They don't even use hand pistols to clear a building, bro. Like, they using rifles, bro. You look down a barrel of a damn rifle, man. You gonna nut up, bro. You gonna nut up, bro. And I ain't talking about, like, they are proficient. They know how to go in and clear a building, bro. Like, they exercise this shit. Clearing buildings. Niggas don't know nothing about clearing no buildings. They have no clue. And check this out. As they clearing the building, they got other parameters covered. They set up on the outside, and they got a team going on the inside, waiting on anything to come out. If they want you, they coming to get you. If they can go, listen, if they can go get Saddam Hussein, bro, and if they can go and get Osama bin Laden, and the president is sitting at the war desk or the war room watching this shit unfold, what make you think that they can't go get a nigga out of Chicago that's talking crazy? Man, y'all gotta get with it, man. They can see through your house and locate you with your heat with heat vision. Woo! Damn, so they can get your heat. They can detect your ass based off of your body heat, bro. Am I hearing you correctly, bro? Ooh, wee. Man, I heard it all now, bro. Now I'm gonna be a good old boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, you call me whatever you want to call me, but hell, I got enough common sense to know that you ain't fucking with that. You ain't, listen, man. If you know, all jokes aside, man. Shout out to our military, but let me just say this, bro. Um, that military ain't nothing to fuck with, bro. It's just not. And um, it behooves you to just lay your ass down when they do show up. You know what I mean? Like, just lay down, bro, and chill. Yep, they got Google that let them see your body heat through the wall. Boy, them boys got cellular phones, and that's how they locate them niggas, man. They call them the smartphone, huh? Woo! Did not Israel blow up some people through? Ooh, wee! God, dog. And they don't think America got that same technology. Hell, we one probably gave it to Israel. And these dudes talking about they got switches. Bro, they got... You can impress some people in Chicago with that shit, but bro, that ain't impressing the military. That ain't impressing the military, bro. That ain't, they looking at you like, seriously, man? I don't even want to do this to you, man. I don't even, listen, let me just put this out there, though, while we're doing all this talking about that. I do not believe that the military is sent there to delete our people, okay? They're not there. They don't want to delete its own fellow citizen. However, though, do not fire off not one bullet in Chicago. Let me repeat it. Do not fire not one bullet in Chicago when they show up. Because when they go through there, they going through like diarrhea. And y'all know diarrhea goes straight through. You know what I'm saying? That's how they gonna go through y'all. And it ain't gonna take no long time. And they ain't gonna take all day doing it. They gonna make you niggas behave in Chicago swiftly. And keep this note in mind. Take this word of advice. These are not armed security guards. These are not the narcotics. These are not cops. These are soldiers. It's a whole different mindset. And they have a whole different set of rules as pertains to the situation. They already been given orders, and none of those soldiers are going to derelict in duty. Trust me on that. They're not going to renege on duties. They're not going to tiptoe. They're not going to shuffle back. They're not going to retreat. They come in full steam ahead. And you're not going to stop that train, bruh. So, listen, guys, this thing can get ugly in so many various ways, and I think that we talked about it on this stream here. Definitely appreciate all of the feedback on the chat. The chat is what helped this channel go, man. But guys, protect yourselves, man. Be aware of your surroundings. Move with intentions or with purpose. And don't be out just hanging out like that in this country. Because right now we're in a transition, man. And anytime you're dealing with a transitory situation, so many variables can trigger off the unimaginable. You know, some of us in school, we hear about Civil War. We heard about the civil rights. We read about these things. But it hits different when you have to go through it. That's a different scenario than reading about it. Being in the midst of it, that'll hit way different. I'm hoping that We don't go to those extremes. But from the looks of it, if y'all don't bring down that temperature about that Charlie Kirk thing, and which let me show you how important it is as I get ready to wrap this up. Don't you know that Trump had J.D. Vance to get on Air Force Two to go pick that man's body up and send it back to Arizona? That's how much they adored that guy, man. That the vice president used his plane to pick up his body and to transport it back to Arizona, man, from Utah. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. Strangely enough, I was maybe 30 miles south on I-15 when that man was killed. When that happened yesterday, I was just in Utah, about 25, 30 miles outside south on I-15. In my lifetime, it's kind of crazy because when they attempted to assassinate President Trump, I was maybe about another 50, 60 miles. Matter of fact, I still got the picture of it when it happened because I GPS myself. I was outside of Butler, Pennsylvania when the attempt assassination happened to Donald Trump. I was still in the state of Ohio, traveling down I-80. And I circled my location as it relates to that happening. And I think the time is on that picture. Matter of fact, let me look for that real quick. It's weird, man. It's so weird. And here it is. This happened at 10:59. I took this picture at 10:59, July the 13th, 2024. That's when it happened, guys. I won't sit here and tell you a lie, but that's when it happened. I was just outside of Butler when that happened. I have no reason to lie. And this left Utah with a good paying load. Man. And yeah, I don't know how far I was from that university. I never heard of Utah Valley University, but I was definitely on I-15, man. Um, Heading towards New Mexico when that happened to Charlie Kirk. You know? Yeah, man. I've been on the side of history twice. It's scary to be honest with you. You know, sometimes I think about the signs. I think about when people ask the question, you know, where was you at when this event happened? When we talk about history making. Again, guys, I have a reason to lie. I mean, uh, matter of fact, let me just do it this way. If I could look up, because I took my shower there at the Flying J's. And I could pretty much Google. If someone can Google Utah Valley University, Utah Valley University, and see where it is at in Utah. And let me do this. I could tell you the city where I was at when that happened. Because I pulled out around about 8 o'clock. Yeah, I pulled out about, because I had to wait on my permit. So it was like around about 8:30 when I pulled out. And I think he got shot at that time around about 12:20. So I may have been out of Utah at that time, I want to say. I may have been, because it was about a maybe 3.5 hour difference. I was already gone. Yeah, man, I was in close proximity, man. Yeah, so okay, damn, I was right next to it, bruh. Listen, that Provo is off of that big ass Salt Lake right there. Oh my goodness, yo, bruh. Hey, man, wow, that's crazy, bruh. Orem, oh, Utah, bruh. I was right next to that shit. Oh my goodness, yo, hold on, I'm gonna show y'all my what's the name, bruh. Yeah, I was just at the Flying J's, man. I'm trying to look at see receipts. When I did my I forgot how you do your when you purchase parking spaces. Hold on. Oh man. Yeah, man. Like I was just right there, bruh. I was just right there. Yup. I was just right there yesterday. Right now, you know what I mean, I'm a little outside of Fort Worth, but oh man, that's crazy, bro. Man, I'm trying to. I may have to go on the map and look at it. I can't find my history. I was looking for my history to find exactly what was the name of the. I can give you the city. I didn't get fuel from there, so I know that. Let me go. Let me just find it. I know exactly where that's at. Look for. I was right next to I-15. Oh, there we go. So listen, guys. This is nuts, man. This is nuts, bruh. I was in Springfield, fucking Utah. Oh man, that's where I was at in Springfield, Utah, man. I was in Springfield, Utah, bruh. That's exactly where I was at. Yep, I was right there. I had parked right there because I ran out of time. I was right there, bruh. Springfield, Utah. Yep, that's crazy, bruh. Yeah, it's right off of exit one. Exit. I mean, well, I-15. Oh man, I'm talking about. I had left around about 8:30 that morning, and I know the weigh station there. You know, because I got an overweighted load or oversized load, and and so I had to wait on my dispatcher to get me the permits for my my overweighted load, and so he sent them. Matter of fact, let me just look and see the time he sent me those permits. Yo, this is, hey man, y'all excuse me, man. I'm bugging like a motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's kind of scary too. You know how you have these types of events around you like that? That's crazy, bro. Okay, okay. He texts me at 9:03 saying good morning, waiting on permits at 9:03. I said okay at 9:03. He sent me my damn permits at 9:10. He sent me my permits at 9:10, bro. Mountain Standard Time. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, man. This is scary, bro. But that's, that's just my testimonial to you guys. Um, and who knows, man? You know what I mean? Like, dude could be the shooter, the assassin. He could be the dude. He could be around me in some kind of way. Like, I don't even know, bro. That's how crazy this is, man. Like, I'm really spazzing out, to be honest with you. And listen, if I see that motherfucker, man, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get that 100 bands from the government, bro. Yeah, I got to get that. I'm turning his ass in. You hear me? Y'all can say whatever you want to say. You can call me a coon, a bootlegger, porch monkey. You call me whatever you want to call me. But if I see that mother, I'm going to turn him in. Cause dude, you were doing that stuff, and I was just a few hours away after you had shot that man. Bro, I laid my head down at night in fucking Springville, bro. You know what I mean? I'm waking up not realizing that a turn, well, his organization is called A Turning Point, which is fitting. And I didn't realize waking up then, me just going through my casual day looking on the internet, and I just so happened to see a post on Facebook. I said, damn, Charlie Kirk, that's crazy. And of course, after that, I went to YouTube, because, sometimes people be posting some fake stuff on Facebook. And, man, I looked at YouTube, man, it was just flooding YouTube, man. I'm like, wow, bruh. But I didn't consider, I was like, well, damn, I know I was in Utah, but I didn't know what the university is not even that far from the goddamn truck stop. Matter of fact, now thinking about it, that university is on the left as you go I-15 south. Hey, am I right about that, mister? There's a university after that, um, it may just be right there on my left. I know I seen a university right there as I was going south on 15. And I wonder if that was the university. Because I definitely passed it once I left the truck stop. Yeah, man, I was just there, like, you know what I mean? I have a load going from Salt Lake City to Houston, Texas, man. And crazy enough, I got to go back up to Salt Lake City once I pick up my load from out of Texas. I got to go right back to Utah. Helping build these big ass factories, getting that money, boy. Them loads looking good. That load money looking good. Doing like Raylo on y'all ass, mama. Jeez. Yeah, it's crazy. to be close to something like that. I had that happen to me twice with mass shootings here and twice with local ninjas. It just happened to not be at these places at the time. It's scary, Cortez, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. And now when I reflect back on it, uh, I could say that I was just shit. I left. Well, now looking back at it, hell, I left at 9, so I was about 3 hours and really 10 minutes away when he got shot. So I was still in the state of Utah when he got shot. You know, it's man, jeez, man. Yeah, that Flying J is south of the university main campus, but there's multiple campuses nearby. Okay, it must have been a nearby campus, but was it a campus prior to me going to there? I want to say now thinking about it, yeah. But I do know that I saw BYU. I think BYU is before you get to Provo, Utah. Because you can see the Y that's on the mountain. You know what I mean? I don't know where the B and U at, but I know the Y is still stuck on that on the mountain. You know what I mean? So I know I passed BYU, and I also seen the University of Utah, which is north. If my memory serves me correct, I think it's north on I-15. Yeah, I want to say the University of Utah is north on I-15 or nearby I-15. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. So yeah, it was multiple campuses over there. I remember taking pictures at the Twin Towers 3 months before 9/11. Bruh, it's kind of crazy, man, how events just happen, man. And that's just a testament to how precious life is and how every second and every minute counts. Because you just never know once you leave a place what's going to happen. Like, to me, I think that's the most bizarre thing to think about. You know, what's going to happen once I leave this place and I'm on my destination or going on to my next destination? What you leave behind, you just don't know what's going to happen, bro. That's fucking nuts, bro. Or when you in transition to go to a place, like how I was with the Butler situation, you don't know what you get ready to run into. Man, I was just literally like on my way to Butler, bro, and that shit happened to President Donald Trump. Wow, bro. Man, man, man. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I was on my way. I think I made a stop at a rest area. My memory served me correctly. And I heard the news, and or did I stop for the day? I think I had stopped for the day, and then that happened. One of the two. I either have been in transition to go, but nevertheless, my GPS located me. That's exactly where I was at, bro. I was just like maybe 30, 40 miles away. It's fucking nuts. It's only an 8 mile drive from the Flying J to the UVU main campus. I'm just, you know what I mean? Like again, Charlie Kirk was in that general area, probably got him a hotel room for that night or whatever. I don't know what his itinerary was, but we was in the same vicinity basically. Let's just say it like that. It's crazy, man. BYU and VU are just north of that Springfield truck stop. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so I did see BYU. Yeah, I did see BYU prior to me going to that truck stop. Just maybe 8 to 10 miles away from that. Then I got off on that exit. I made that left and went down there. The Flying J's was on your right as you pass that light. And I paid for a parking space that night because they didn't have uh, free parking. So I just went in and paid for a spot with my points and shit. That's damn. And that man got assassinated in front of all them people, man. Damn. That's crazy, man. Woo! Nevertheless, man, it's been a great stream, man. It's been good, man. We gotta land this plane, man. Uh, Definitely appreciate y'all and the interaction and shit. But this is your boy Bama, man, known as Bama the Traveler. Some of you know me as Pure Bama. In any case, and whatever you call me in those names, bro, it's still all Bama. With that being said, man, let's land this plane, man. Appreciate you guys with flying with your boy. What they call that, Bama Airlines. Appreciate y'all for landing with Bama Airlines, bro. We out of here. Peace.